All right, turning to our weather now, some dangerous surf along the coastline. Here is a look at the conditions at Stinson Beach today. Feeling a little bit spring-like out there inland, though, as the weather is starting to warm up. It really has that feeling in the air.
Yeah, it's called pollen.
I am so lucky to not be afflicted by that.
I have a regular sequence of medications that keeps me from hopefully suffering too much. So far, so good. Fingers crossed about that.
Gotta love modern meds.
Yeah, as long as the warm weather's around, the pollen count's going to be pretty high. But I think we'll take it for this taste of spring. Let's take a look at the big picture pattern here. And we're not done with the winter type of weather just yet. Let's take a look at the clouds from space. And we are tracking a couple of storm systems out over the Pacific. This one looks very well organized, but it's actually going to split in two over the next couple of days. And the chunk of it that tries to approach the coast of the Bay Area is going to be pretty starved for moisture. So it's going to see some clouds through the skies on Thursday and Friday, but very low chances of any moisture falling out of those clouds. There's another one farther out to the west, though. That one has a better chance of sending our next rain chance into the Bay Area on a more widespread basis. That's not going to arrive, though, until we turn the calendar page into March, which means we still get to enjoy a calm weather pattern as we finish the month of February, at least in general. Let's take a look at where things stand right now with a check of our current conditions as we look outside from the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Clear skies overhead, not even a hint of fog on the horizon. Temperatures are still in the 60s across the board, anywhere from 60 exactly downtown San Francisco to still 67 degrees in Concord. Temperatures well above average, and we're actually going to climb even more as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. The fog isn't going to be a factor at all, so without any fog for the sun to burn its energy dissipating the cloud cover at ground level, we're going to be warming up quickly instead. The sun will start warming up the atmosphere as soon as it comes up from a pretty normal start. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s for most of the Bay Area. These numbers very close to what's typical for late February. Even the chilliest spots in the North Bay valleys just briefly dipping down into the upper 30s in Petaluma. I think it'd be the only spot that manages to break down below 40 degrees by early tomorrow, but you will make up for it tomorrow afternoon with temperatures climbing into the low 70s on a widespread basis inland. 70 in Petaluma after that cool start in the upper 30s, all the way up to 73 for Healdsburg. Temperatures around the Bay, a mix of upper 60s and low 70s, and it'll be mid to upper 60s closer to the coast as well. The warmest spots will be in the Santa Clara Valley. 76 degrees in San Jose, also 76 in Los Gatos, and all the way up to 77 degrees in Morgan Hill. This is the peak of the little February warm spell that we've been enjoying for the past couple of days, but it's going to be kind of a slow return to reality. A slight drop in temperatures Thursday, a bit more of a drop on Friday, and then we're back into normal or even below normal temperatures this weekend. So let's talk about the rain chances accompanying that cool down. We're still at the point in the forecasting timeline where we're looking at the two long-range forecast models side by side to see where they agree, where they have some differences. And they still have a maddening number of differences, including that chance of maybe a passing shower Thursday night into Friday. American forecast model says maybe for the southern half of the Bay Area. European forecast model keeps us entirely dry. I don't think we'd see more than a sprinkle anyway. And still some more differences as we head into the weekend, especially with the timing of the approach of that next round of more widespread rain. That European model brings it in already Saturday evening. American model holds it off until later Saturday night. But they agree that Sunday does look like the wetter half of the weekend with off and on showers throughout the day on Sunday. So have an indoor alternative for any outdoor plans there. And still some lingering showers possible on Monday. We'll keep you updated on all of that as things continue to evolve over the course of the next several days. I think the forecast does look mostly dry on Tuesday, but we're still going to be in this generally unsettled pattern where we have to keep at least a chance of showers in the forecast. So some rough details starting to come into focus. Amounts, that's the part that we're going to have to narrow down. Looks like less than an inch of total rainfall as we head through the weekend into early next week, but we'll keep an eye on that as we continue to evaluate the really long-range forecast, which does point to a good chance of wetter than normal conditions in the 8 to 14-day outlook. It takes us a third of the way through the month of March, so it does look like March is going to bring a return of that more typical late winter weather pattern. Let's talk about temperatures. Those along the coast are going to be mild for tomorrow and still not bad Thursday and Friday, but then a drop back down into the middle portion of the 50s by Saturday and Sunday, and that's going to be the territory that we stay in for much of next week. Temperatures around the Bay near 70 degrees or even above it tomorrow, with temperatures retreating to the upper 50s by the time next week rolls around, and temperatures farther inland are also going to be dropping off significantly after a couple of mild days. We're back down to near 60 degrees over the weekend, kind of a cool start to the month of March.